Hi guys, welcome back to Delving Deep. This is your host Chian, and today we're delving right into the topic of success at a young age. Now, this setup is a little bit different because me and Sandra are not together, but yeah, I'll just speak upon it for a little bit and just hand it over to her. But yeah, so what is success, guys? I feel as though social media has kind of distorted our perception of how success should be or what it looks like. And I'm just here to tell you guys that don't allow that lifestyle on social media to kind of dictate what you think success is. For me, success is being able to improve on my health, maintain my health. As they say, health is wealth. Without being healthy and being able to enjoy these things healthily, then it doesn't really make sense, having these materialistic things and doing things, and enjoying them without health. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, I'm just telling you guys that for me, my success is focusing on my health first. I do like, the materialistic things, yeah, but as I'm getting older, I'm realizing, I know I'm young, 20 years of age, and sometimes people my age, they kind of brush things under the carpet in terms of like their mental state or their health, or for example, I'm always hurting myself. I don't know, I have some balance issues. I don't even know what happens to me, but I'm always hurting myself, and I'm like, it's fine, I'll heal, whatever. But no, ideally what I need to do realistically is focus on not hurting myself and taking care of myself a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because I take these things for granted. These everyday things that you can do, I take them for granted, and I just need to focus on being safe, and that's it really. But sometimes social media does kind of disrupt my views of success, but when this happens, you need to know yourself, you need to know your limits and know what you can do. A lot of people try and do things that not to say they can't do, but have not been able to master yet. Do you know what I mean? And slow down, time is your master. So we have a lot of time. I know people say life is short, you don't know when you're going to go. But, God has a plan for everybody. And some things may not happen, and there may be a reason for it. If you're trying to catch something, to gain more success, and it doesn't happen straight away, there are barriers that are built up, and these barriers are for you to understand that this is not your time yet. And later on, you will understand why these barriers were, up. Do you know what I mean? So the lifestyle that is portrayed on social media has motivated me, but then I'm kind of thinking like, I'm 20, what am I doing? What am I not doing? And that's something that we need to kind of stray away from. Let's not think about what we're not doing. I mean, we can think about it, but let's not dwell on it and beat up ourselves about the things that we're not doing. Let's just appreciate the things that we are doing right now, because at the end of the day, as I've said before, we have our limits, yeah, and we know our limits. And if you don't know your limits, then test it out. Do things. Try and do as many things as you can, and just see what you're comfortable with. For me, I do want a big house. A nice car, a big car, a nice big car. To be able to live, on a private road, or do you know what I mean? I do want stuff like that, but I do have goals, like, long-term goals, long-term goals that will kind of have a positive impact on people within the community or people around the world, helping people. And that's what I'm working towards. I mean, I do want it now, but I've given myself 10 years to work towards that. And as a 20-year-old, this is a new chapter for me. And I have to start thinking about, the future and, how I'm going to maintain certain things, certain assets, and create a legacy for my children and their children, and so on and so yeah. Guys, but success at a young age. Don't allow, not even just social media, don't allow others to distort your perception of success. If you see someone has something, you don't have it, don't feel low about it, just be motivated. I know it can be hard sometimes, that you probably want that now, but focus on the things that you need instead of the things that you want. The things that you want can come after. But yes, guys, thank you guys for listening to my sector. I hope you enjoyed it. And also kind of asked some people about their opinions upon success at a young age and how social media has affected it. And hope you guys enjoy listening in onto their opinions. Thank you.
Hi, I'm a uni student and I'm currently in my second year, about to go into my final year of uni, and I am studying law with philosophy. I would say that I'm content with where I am in life right now. I went the traditional route of education, so I finished sixth form and then went into uni, and I have a dream or a goal that I would like to achieve in the near future, and I believe that I am working towards that as I go through my degree. I would say that social media has somewhat affected the way I see the way of living, or perceive my perception of the way of living. I like the finer things in life, but I do know that I have to work hard to get it. Hence why I'm putting in as much work as I can now in order to achieve my goal and to reach where I want to reach. So to always see people on social media always winning, which I'm happy to see, and always doing whatever they're doing, is a motivational push, but sometimes it does kind of feel like you're, taking quite long to get there, especially when you see people your own age doing the same, or getting things that you wish that you had now, but you have to work towards. But I do see the beauty in working towards whatever I want to get. So I think what I always have to remember, and there's a huge stamp of importance on knowing that social media is not real. It's not that it's not real, but it doesn't show reality, and it doesn't show the reality of my life. So yeah.
I feel like social media distorts the idea of what success is and kind of programs people to have this idea of what success is and what it looks like. But success is something that can only be decided by the individual. It's objective to whoever's life it is. So for me personally, on social media, I see a lot of people defining success as, having fast cars, having a lot of sexual partners, a lot of money, a lot of this and a lot of that, a lot of possessions. But for me, on a personal level, I see success as simple as this: success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So whatever you have in your life that you think is worthy and you think is worth progressing towards, that to me is you achieving success. So whether it's achieving your fitness right, getting a degree, maybe getting a certain job, maybe starting up a business or reaching a certain amount of money or impacting a certain amount of people, that to me, that makes me successful. If I'm doing these things on a day-to-day basis and taking the necessary steps that would get me to that location, to me, that makes me successful. So in my eyes, I'm not pressured to become successful because I do what I need to do on a day-to-day basis and take the steps in order for me to go through the marathon.
Success isn't hard to come by. I think there's a lot of pressure to do the most that you can, but doing just little amounts is also seen as good in society these days. I think social media plays a big part because we see a lot of progression or what looks like progression, and we can never really tell how it's happened or what the steps are because that part, the development of it, has been left out. But I don't think that there is lots of pressure to be the best. It's just encouragement to be the best that you can be. But it can seem like pressure when you're doing a lot of stuff and you're getting a lot of ideas and opinions from other people. But I just say, keep doing what you're doing and just you'll get where you need to be eventually.
So with the statement of the whole social media lifestyle has mentally affected us and how success at a young age feels pressuring, I personally agree with those statements because it's like nowadays you see a lot of influencers mainly, you see them how they're basically glorified and how they live life. Like it's like they're living in lavish basically. So you see them with new clothes like every day, you're getting money. So people are like seeing that and they basically want that. So now more and more, you see more and more people nowadays, they want that for themselves now. But I think what people fail to understand is how it affects them. They don't know about the behind the scenes and everything. So they just see what people post on social media and it's like, oh, I like what's going on with them. I want that as well. And it's like nowadays people are like forgetting that people are still young, and especially with the whole success at a young age, people are still young and they're really rushing into trying to be successful, which is like they're forgetting that they can have fun while they are living now. Like time is not really flying anywhere and people are just rushing into it basically.
Success. My favorite topic to speak about. Guys, it's your host Sandra back with another episode of Delving Deep. Guys, this week is a little bit different. Me and Shian are at different locations. We are recording separately this week. Excuse my voice, I sound very different, but nonetheless, we are back with another episode. So, success by definition is the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose or a goal as well. So, in saying that, everyone's definition of success is different. A person may want to own several businesses, several properties, whereas another person might actually just want peace or happiness, or just to be able to combat the negative thoughts. Like, not everyone's idea of success is tangible and to do with cars and career status and things like that. Some people literally just want peace of mind. I feel like peace of mind and happiness is the ultimate bag, like above everything, the ultimate bag, because if you don't have peace of mind, it's like you're chasing all your goals and your dreams and you accomplish them, but you won't be able to enjoy them because your mental there's no peace in your mental. So peace of mind and happiness, that's the real bag. That's where the bag is at. But so yeah, number one, everyone's different. Everyone's definition of success is different. Number two, there's this sort of like pressure to get to a certain place at a certain time. So I'm guilty of it, because when I was younger, I was like, by 23, I want to be married, I want to have this, I want to have that. And God just said, sweetie, take your time, slow down. You need to slow down, because like, I feel it's good to have your life planned out. It's good to have like, you know, goals and steps on how you're going to get there. But sometimes in life, we won't always get there at the time frame that we want. God's timing is the best timing. That's all I have to keep saying to myself. God's timing is the best timing. And he knows our goals, our desires, our needs before we even ask him for them. So we don't need to worry in that sense. But I feel like social media plays a big part in the pressure to be successful. You know, you go on social media, you see this one just bought a new car, that one just bought a new house, and, you know, she just started her business, or she's, you know, hitting 7 figures. And it's like, okay, what am I doing? But we have to remember, social media is like, it's like our highlights. We put the best parts of our lives on social media. The majority of us don't really put on social media the nights that we spent crying, the hard work that we put in, the hours that we stayed up late, you know, the hours that we woke up. No one puts the struggle on social media. And if you do, I 100% salute you, because it takes a lot of gut to do that. It takes a lot of openness and honesty to do that. But going back to my original point about social media, I feel as though a lot of us want to be successful in what we do, where we go, and, you know, the things we accomplish. But I feel like it's also the fear of not fitting in. If I don't achieve this by then, I won't fit in. If I don't achieve, it's like looking for validation by what you achieve and what you accomplish and things of that nature. But it's like, no, you're on your own timeline. I'm on my own timeline. You're in your own lane and I'm in my own lane. We are going to accomplish things. We're going to do things at different times, because that's your life and this is my life. God's plan for your life is different from my life. And it's crazy how we are all on different timelines and all on different journeys, yet we compare our journeys to one another. It's so crazy, but that's the era we're living in, comparing ourselves to other people's journeys when our journeys are so different. And also, in saying that, I also want to mention that it's okay. It's okay to not have everything figured out by a certain age. It's okay to have left college, left university, and not know what you're doing. It's okay to have, you know, dropped out of uni or whatever you're doing and to not know what you want to do. It's okay to be 24 and not know what you're doing. That's an opportunity for you to get to know yourself. What do I like? Where do I want to be? What are my hobbies? What do I enjoy doing? What am I good at? What are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? And from there, you can work on where you want to go, or where, like, get an idea of what you want to do in future. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay to start from the drawing board. Like, I promise you, it's perfectly fine to do so. The path to success, or your idea of success, is not always going to be easy at all. You're going to have bumps, you're going to have obstacles, you're going to have to rethink certain things, you're going to have to, you know, go back and do it again. It's not going to be easy, and it never was going to be easy, because if success was easy, I promise you, everyone would be successful. Everyone would be there, or everyone would have done it by now. Another thing which I want to point out, which I've been learning on my journey to success, is that success starts within your mind. I promise you, it starts within your mind. If you believe that you can achieve everything you've set out to do, you will do it. You will give yourself no other option but to do it. If you believe you can't do it, then you can't do it. Your belief system in yourself has to be so solid that no matter what is thrown at you, what the odds look like, what your circumstances look like, how many L's you've taken, what that person's doing, no matter what it looks like, you have to still believe that you can do it, no matter what happens. Your belief system has to be so strong, because if you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people to believe in yourself? It's fair enough if other people don't believe in you. That's fine. They don't see the vision. But if you don't believe in yourself, let me know how that's going to work. Let me know how that's going to work. You have to really, really believe in yourself. And also consistency and discipline. Those three things will 100% get you to your goals. It literally all starts in the mind. You have to discipline your mind, your body. You have to be consistent, and you have to believe that I'm going to do it. I'm going to get there and I'm going to do it. It literally all starts in the mind. A lot of self-development books will tell you the same thing. I read tons and tons and tons of self-development books, from The Secret, Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've read The 4 Agreements. I've read The Success Principles. I've read 50 Cent's book. I've read so many books on self-development, and they will tell you the same thing. They have the same sort of outline of self-belief and positive self-talk. And it literally, they all say the same thing. It all starts with your mind. If you believe you can, you will. And once you get your mind to work for you and to believe that you can achieve your goals, you will be unstoppable. No matter what, you will literally be unstoppable no matter what happens. It starts with having a vision for yourself. Envision what you want to look like in the next year, 2 years, 3 years. Envision. And if you don't know, like I said, back to the drawing board. Go through your strengths, your weaknesses, what you like, what you don't like, your interests, your hobbies, and go from there. Once you envision and you have that vision of where you want to be in the next 2-3 years, make a vision board. I promise you, when you make a vision board and you see that vision board of all your goals and your dreams and your aims every single day, it will program your mind to keep pushing. No matter how sad or upset or annoyed you woke up that morning, you see your goals on your wall, you're like, okay, yeah, that's it. I need to get up and I need to do this because I have these to accomplish and blah, blah, blah. And it also kind of puts you in that mind space of, okay, I feel like I'm there, I'm getting there. And in turn, it also increases your self-belief. So it's a win-win situation. It literally is a win-win situation. And also do as much as you can with the resources and the things and the money that you have. Do as much as you can. Like, it's all good and well wishing for more money and wishing for, more resources, more help, more opportunities. But for you to gain more, you have to do as much as you can with what you have. And stop comparing your journey. As hard as it is, even if you have to log out of Instagram, Twitter for an hour a day, 2 hours, do it. Because you will be so much happier when you stop comparing your journey and focus solely on you and where you're going and what you have going for yourself. Guys, I've been there. I'm still there. We're all going through it, basically. So guys, don't worry. But my 3 tips, I probably have more than 3 tips, so please bear with me. My 3+ tips for your journey to success and achieving your goals would be: number 1, have your vision. Write down your goals for the year, for 2 years, or your plan. Have a vision board as well. So write it down, your goals, step by step if you can, and create a vision board. I use Pinterest. And I get different pictures of the things I want to accomplish. Or sometimes I will have a physical one which I can put on my wall. I'll get like an A4 sheet and I'll cut out some images printed from Google and I will put it up on my wall. It's also good to have digital ones as well, which you can put on your phone, so when you wake up you can see it, or your laptop, iPads, Apple Watch, whatever you desire. Number 2 would be build your knowledge. Whether, for me, that is through books and podcasts. Books are really helpful in a lot of different ways. So, for example, it improves focus and concentration, reduces stress, it increases your vocabulary and your comprehension skills. It's really good for your analytical skills as well. It also prevents cognitive decline as well, so it's really good in that sense. But also, depending on the type of books you read, so if it's a self-development book, it really helps you to analyze your habits, helps you to notice where you're going wrong and how you can improve. It really helps a lot. Most of these people that have written these self-development books are very successful people. And I like to see reading as you're spending time with that person. Like, they're your coach. You're spending time with the author and what's in their mind. And it's basically a free meeting with a successful person, basically. Just they can't necessarily respond. So utilize all your tools. So from podcasts, motivational speakers, on YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, whatever. A lot of books. Asking people as well and networking is really, really, really important for getting your name out there and for opening doors to opportunities that you couldn't have found elsewhere, that you couldn't have found without networking as well. Another thing that I would suggest would be to practice self-discipline. Strengthen your discipline in your everyday endeavors. So discipline is really, 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 really important. Like, guys, I can't stress it enough. It's much more important than motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It's like there 1 minute and gone the next. Like, yeah, I'm ready to do it. And it's like, when you don't feel like you want to do something, you won't do it, because motivation is superficial. Whereas discipline, you get up no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, you get up and you do the things that you need to do. Discipline is really important. And when you lack discipline, it hinders your growth. It hinders your journey to success. It really, really does. And it's actually why a lot of people don't accomplish certain goals or get to where they need to be, because they lack discipline. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it's hard to stay disciplined. Sometimes it's when you're in the process of practicing discipline and strengthening your self-discipline, it's very hard to stay that way. But as long as your mind believes that you can do it, you can do it. I'm actually in the process of disciplining myself. Some days it's harder than others, but like I said, you get up no matter what the day looks like or how you're feeling. And the way I began to implement discipline in my life was the night before, I would write a to-do list of everything I need to do that day, starting with the hardest task. And that morning, I would make sure I get up at a certain time and make sure I tick off everything on that list. Plus, it creates a sense of like fulfillment. The small goals that you accomplish, it just makes you believe that you can do the big goals. So in a way, you're training your mind to believe that you can do things, but you're also implementing discipline in your life. So even if it's just, okay, this week I'm going to read an hour every day for a month, and then next month I'm going to increase it to 2 hours a day. Starting small, just small habits that you include in your daily routine and sticking to them can do wonders. I promise you guys, it will do wonders. So ladies and gentlemen, that was today's episode of Success and the Pressures of Success. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do stay in touch with us on Twitter at DelvinDeep1. Link will be below. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you guys. Bye.